Hello Forester fans, my name is Lily Evans and today I'll be interviewing Coach Cat about the big win against Lawrence. Offensively, school records were broken, scoring 76 points. How did offense do this?
They executed every play. I think one of the really cool things on Saturday was we didn't have but one penalty on offense that really impacted us, and then our guys kept the ball moving forward at the chains every time. We also had some really explosive plays that always helps. I mean, a 99-yard touchdown and a couple of an 80-yard touchdown that got only 50 yards on it. But it was a really good overall day for our guys, and a lot of different guys contributed. So that's I think what probably made me the happiest.
Are there any players that you really think stood out this game?
Oh man, Mal Chun had a great day on offense. From his first carry for a 30-plus yard touchdown. He probably could have ran for 200 yards if we would have let him play in the second half. I think that he had a great game. I thought our offensive line as a collective unit had probably their most complete game. No missing assignments, playing and running down the field, getting extra blocks downfield. I thought they had a really good performance, and it was kind of a bounce back because even though we'd won 50-0 the week before, it was kind of in spite of a few mistakes, and I thought that they really cleaned a lot of things up. And then, all of our quarterbacks, each quarterback led to some sort of score. And I thought that was really good from the first-team quarterback to the 15th quarterback. They led at least a drive that scored or were part of a drive that scored, and doing it a bunch of different ways. So I thought that was really kind of cool to see that personnel group do a lot of different things.
Defensively, this is another shutout win. So what did you do in practice to help cause this?
I think it was really just a lot of focus on the technique of, what should a linebacker do here? We had a really good beat on what they were going to do offensively. Whether it was due to their personnel groupings, their alignments, whatever it might be, our defense really walked into that game and knew plays to expect, and that's how you end up with 3 interceptions. We had a fourth, but it was called back because of a penalty. And I thought it was really good to see our guys. If they did complete a pass over over 5 yards, there were multiples of our guys there to hit that player, and I thought that was one of those things that set a message. Hey, we know where this is going, and we're going to be intense about it the whole game. A lot of their yards came on a singular drive against our backups that had kind of subbed in, and they actually bowed up and stopped them on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line to preserve the shutout. So I thought that was a really cool experience. They had a TFL in the quarterback sneak, broke up a pass that was in the guy's hands in the red zone or in the end zone by Nick Goldhammer. And so I thought that they really responded to that series to kind of preserve the shutout for the guys who'd been on the field the whole day, and that then led to the 99-yard touchdown on the back end. So it was good for them to get that out of their system, and I think that was a really positive for our whole team.
Defense created a lot of turnovers. How did this cause momentum to be built on the team?
Yeah, we get the one touchdown from Javen on the interception return for a touchdown. I thought that was really good. That's the second one that he's had this season. Defensively, we are now at the halfway part of the season. Our defense and our special teams have outscored our opponents at this point, and that's kind of become a talking point of pride for our guys. They want to keep that, keep building that cushion as best they can. But the momentum was also on the Trent Brow one. It's a tipped ball that kind of gets bounced around a little bit. He comes up with it, returns it, and then we're in the short field position to extend our lead. And I think that was, a really great momentum. We really did just kind of keep pushing and going forward. And I thought that the best part about it was we didn't look back on either side of the ball as being satisfied. We kept going. And, that was the first point the second point I gave on our halftime talk was like, don't be satisfied with where we are right now. Keep coming out and going after and prove that you can do it for the full 60 minutes, not just for spurts of a game. And they responded.
So you are now 5-0 in conference. How do you continue to motivate the team?
Just focus on who we're playing. We tell everybody, that the 1-0 mentality is very cliche for coaches, but it really is what we've abided by for a long time here. And just because we won, as we were talking preseason, we won a championship a year ago, that doesn't mean we're winning one this year. Just because we won last week doesn't mean we win this week. And I think that they've all experienced enough football and enough, ups and downs and good performances and bad performances to know that week to week is really their responsibility as players to prepare, to be in the practice sessions and be fully focused, to make sure that they know their opponent really well, and to never let anybody, kind of sneak up on them, even if it's for a play or for a drive or something like that. And that, I think, to me is one of the things that we've really, really locked in on is, these shutouts don't happen by accident. Breaking school records don't happen by accident. They're based on the preparation that happens, the talent that's in the room. And I like to remind the guys, we've got some fifth-year seniors that are playing for us. If I didn't do a really good job recruiting in 2017, we wouldn't have those guys on the field for us. And so stuff that we do in the past does build to what we're working on in the future. And to me, I think that's, if they can look at the week that we're progressing to build off last week, instead of saying last week's why it's going to happen, we'll be really, really successful.
All right, that's all I have for today. Thank you, Coach Cat.
Thanks for having me.